So guys, welcome back to another video. And in this video, let's talk. In our previous video, we talked about SwiftUI elements and a lot of other stuff, right? We also talked about VStack, HStack, and other things. So using whatever we learned from our previous video, let's go ahead and try to recreate this clean-looking minimal login screen in this video. First of all, let me divide this into three different parts. First one is this hello there greeting, and the second part is the email and password text fields. This looks like it has some sort of floating label here. And the third one is these couple of buttons. Let's start with the first part. The first part looks like it's a custom font. I don't know what font they have used here exactly, but let's use Montserrat since it looks similar to this. Montserrat is available for free on Google, guys. Go ahead and download that. I've already downloaded it. And I have created like a brand new project here, SwiftUI project here. Let me bring those fonts in here. So I'll just go here and then click on new group. In here, I'll just give fonts, the name of the group as fonts. Hit enter. Now ensure that you're clicking on this add to targets and then click on finish. Now both of these fonts are added in here, as you can see, right? Now the next thing you need to do is click on the project name here, project file here. This is the Xcode project, and then click on info. Here in the last one, on it, add a brand new app category. In this, just type fonts provided by application, hit enter. You'll get something like this. What you need to do is you need to copy this entire thing, the name of the font that you are using, .ttf. Hit enter. Okay, now you have added. To use this font directly inside our app, you need to know the name of the font, guys. So in order to do that, there is like a simple piece of code that I'll show you. So this is a struct, right? I can write an explicit initializer, and then for family in UI font dot family names, simple for loop. Now, if you write this statement, if you write this piece of code upon initialization, this entire code will run and it will print all the available fonts on the console. Now, just verify the font name here. You just need to scroll up. And as you can see here, all my Montserrat fonts are loaded, right? The family is Montserrat, and these are all the fonts. Since this is a variable font, all these fonts will be included inside the single file, guys. You can get this from Google easily, very easily. Just Google Montserrat and you'll get this font for free. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the design. This is how you add a custom font into your application. That's my entire thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and start. So what I can do is I'll start with the hello there part, right? This is VStack. Let me look at the design once more. Okay, this is another VStack, right? I'll have another VStack for these two texts alone. So VStack text hello. There's a font modifier that you can add and then use a custom Montserrat Roman extra bold size 80. Yeah, now you can see that it's looking pretty much awesome, just like this, right? What was the other thing? There, hello there. So there you need a dot, a green color dot here, right? So let me add a HStack here. HStack. VStack and HStack are exactly like the rows and columns in Flutter, guys. HStack. Once again, I'll copy this and paste it here instead of just hello there. And what was the other thing? The dot, right? The dot has only one modifier, I think. The color should be green. So dot foreground color dot green. Cool. Now it looks nothing like this. It just looks like this, right? So let's just add some alignment options. First of all, let me move these two. Alignment dot leading, and spacing I'll just give. There is literally like very little spacing between these two, right? But here we have a lot of spacing, so I'll just give a negative value. Yeah, now the spacing is reduced here, right? Similarly, if you notice, this dot is very close to E, but here we have like a large amount of space. To reduce that, what we can do is reduce it here. H stack spacing. Yeah, now you can see that the E is moved close to the thing, and this entire thing is somewhat in the middle. So what I can do is I'll just give. This is the main V stack, guys. Here why I'm giving alignment is everything is aligned, if you notice, to this. So that's why I'm giving alignment leading. And what else? Okay, now that it is here, as I keep adding more and more elements, I guess those elements will push. Let me give a specific padding. Those elements will push the hello there top. But still, let me just add this inside a frame so that yeah, that would be a better option, I guess. You see what I'm doing here, right? There is some definitive space between the text fields and this, guys. If I just add a text field here, it would still be too close to the hello there, right? So I am to bring this, I am just putting this hello there inside a frame, in its own frame with a specific height of 300, so that whatever text field I add will be below that particular frame, and this would like automatically push to the top. Let's go ahead and add these two text fields. Now, like I said before, the text fields seem to have some sort of a floating label, right? Now, there isn't any exclusive design modifier in SwiftUI that is exclusively customized for creating this floating modifier. However, we could do this using a Z stack. What you can do is place the label on top of the text field, and whenever the user selects the text field, just move the label a little bit to the top so that it looks as if it's floating just above the text field. This could be easily achieved, although I'm just saying as if this is too much work. This could be easily achieved if you know how to use Z stacks. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me create a new file for that. Name would be floating text. All right, let's go ahead here, and this will, I'll remove this first of all, and I'll remove comment this out as well. We don't need this preview. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it will take two values. We are fine, and where body self dot floating label dot foreground color dot gray dot opacity 0.5. This is for this particular label, guys. And then color is given offset y, self dot email id dot is empty 0, if not minus 25, and scale effect self dot email id dot is empty 0.8, anchor dot leading, and font once again dot custom. And then it also has a text field. So text field This is the text field, and then we have like a gray divider here, right? Let's go ahead and give that as well. Cool. Now we have an amazing Z stack floating text field, right? We have it's nothing but a Z stack inside which there is a text which actually is the label, and then there is a text field which will contain the whatever you type here, the normal text field input, text input field, and then there is a divider that is used for the separator, used as a separator here. That's it. Let's go ahead and see this in action. I'm going back here inside content view, and then here let me just create one. So after this, I can just give, since this is a V stack, obviously, floating text, email ID. Email ID could be some anything, and then string could be, this is the label, actual label, right? Yeah, now you can see this, right? In the preview, you can see this. Watch this. If I just click here and then start typing, it immediately moves up so that I can see. You can see this, right? I think you can see this. The floating label automatically moves up a little. Can you see that? Okay, let me just add an animation so that it looks really cool. It's a little bit blunt, that's why I'm adding an animation. Adding an animation is really easy in SwiftUI, guys. Let me just show you how easy it is. Just do animation dot spring response. This is actually how much the spring would bounce, and damping fraction. This is the damping value of that spring. That is how quickly it will return back to normal. And then value self dot. This value is for triggering the actual animation. It's like a boolean value. Is empty. Now watch what happens. Now if I type something, you can see that there's a little bit of bounce, right? The animation is really cool. Anyway, yeah, we have, okay, I think we are going off track. We have created a text field. Let's do one for password as well. So I'll copy this, paste it once again, and this will be password. Password. Fine. Now we have these two ready. Now part 1 and part 2 sorted out. Let me just go ahead and create this small forgot password link quickly before creating these two buttons. So what I can do is, first of all, what I'll do is I'll add a spacer so that it always keeps it pushed up. Now what I'll do is, after this, I'll add a head stack. Text. What was the text? Forgot password. All right. Now we have that sorted out. Dot underline. There is something called underline. Yeah, now it will be underlined. Fine. Now this is somewhat to the right. So what I need to do is, inside this head stack, I'll add a spacer. Now you might wonder, this is just a text, right? But you can simply add a on tap gesture, and then make it into like a clickable button on which you can like do some action, something. Okay, you can send a password reset or something, and then here I'll give some padding. Anyway, now we got this forgot password link working as well. Let's go ahead and do these two buttons. So there is some considerable distance between the forgot password and the button, so I'll add another padding. I could have just added a vertical padding, right? Vertical padding is useful when both the padding values are of the same, whereas I'm giving different values here. Anyway, let's start with the buttons, guys. Button action max height, this will be 60. Fine. And then alignment would be center, and foreground color white, font. Let's copy paste this. This button should be green color button, right? What is green? Yeah, green color. Background. Corner radius should be around 35. Dot padding. Yeah. Now this looks like a button, right? Why are my fonts not looking exactly like okay, I just misspelled Montserrat, I guess. Sorry. Yeah, now the fonts are looking more like this, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and do this one more button and then move on. So this button isn't exactly similar to that button, right? How do I? Okay, let me first copy this button and then paste it here. This is what? Login with Facebook. And foreground color was black, and this is all not needed, I guess. Yeah, this is needed obviously. And there is like a small logo, right? I don't know if we have Facebook logo in SF symbols. To know the SF symbols, what you have the icons, just click on this plus symbol here, and then you'll get a list of all the icons. Here you can type whether and see whether you have Facebook. I don't know, I don't think there would be Facebook icon, guys. So let's just make use of whatever icon is here, like whatever we feel comfortable. I'll just do this paper plane. This looks more like a Telegram icon, right? So let me just do this paper plane. Image system name paper plane dot fill, and then I can just give a foreground color. Yeah, that's it. Now this looks more like this button. The only difference is semi bold. I'll use semi bold. Yeah, this looks more like this button. The only difference is that here as well you need this entire outline, right? Which is missing here. So let's just go ahead and to give that outline, all you need to do is just give an overlay, guys. That's it. Overlay. Overlay is simply what it means. It means simply overlaying something on top of an existing. Okay, just see what happens. Overlay, rounded rectangle, corner radius 35, 35, stroke, black line with 2. Yeah, you can see this, right? So now we have this excellent button as well. There is just one text, new to Spotify register. For that, once again, we can make use of a head stack. Text, new to Spotify. Register. Okay, so in order to do that, register, the only difference is this will be green. We'll add a couple of spacers. Cool. Now yeah, that's it guys. We have now created this excellent screen, as you can see here, right? Let me just run it on a simulator so that you guys can look at it in a better way. Fine. Now it's this is the original design, and this is the one that's running inside our iPhone 15 Pro simulator. And if I type something here, watch what happens. Sarah, it's Spotify.com. You can see that we have this amazing floating label effect, right? And these are all, obviously, if you click it, you can, let me show you. Send password, reset, track to sign up page. Both of these work as well. And this login button. If you, let me know guys, if you want me to like continue with this, and I mean, if you want me to like continue this, working on this design and then wire up this to Firebase or something, or maybe create a backend and then wire it up, so that if you want me to like make this workable, like a working, this is just a UX design, right? If you want me to make it a working login page, kindly let me know and I'll show you how to do that as well. So yeah guys, this is exactly what we tried to do here, and I'm quite happy that we were able to achieve it with just very few lines of code. Let me remove this console. Yeah, I'm just happy that we are able to like achieve this with very few lines of code. And yeah, just H stacks, V stacks, and a beautiful Z stack that offered us a way to like make a text field with a floating label. That's about it, right? So yeah, I'm really happy about it. And if you like what I'm doing on this, I mean, if you like this video, kindly hit the like button. And if you like what I'm doing on this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. If you really love this video, share it with someone so that it could be helpful to them as well. And yeah, subscribe to my channel guys, and let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.